All right, and now for a story that seems to be developing at this time. There are reports of unrest in the center of Pretoria, and it involves taxi drivers. For more on this, let's cross now to our reporter, Ofenste Setimo. Ofenste, thanks very much indeed. Tell us what's happening at the moment and who's fighting who.
Thanks, Peter, and good evening to your viewers. The information is still quite sketchy because we're actually driving now to the scene where apparently they're saying there is a body. We're not quite yet clear because information coming in is that taxi drivers are actually fighting with Nyaope boys. You know, these guys that smoke Nyaope, because they're saying that they've become a deterrent for people to access the CBD. People no longer go to the CBD because these guys attempt to rob and, you know, to disturb the peace basically in town. And this leads to taxi drivers actually losing business because when people don't come to the CBD, it means taxi drivers don't have clients to ferry around the CBD itself. So they felt that they would take matters into their own hands and deal with the Nyaope smokers who are in town. This follows another incident in Brett, which happened about a couple of months back. Similar incident where taxi drivers would say, but these guys are actually messing with our livelihoods. So we definitely have to tackle them, make the CBD conducive so that people can come, business can thrive for everyone, and then everyone will be happy. But as to the exact details of what exactly transpired, information is still quite sketchy. We're making our way there to the CBD to find out what actually transpired. Also, there's also information about Patco buses blocking roads. Information is not yet clear about what would cause the Patco drivers to just leave their buses in the CBD. But that's information we're actually going to try to establish while we're going there now.
All right, so you're on your way. Have you had a chance to talk to authorities at all in the interim?
Our attempt to speak to Senior Superintendent Isaac Mahamba, who is in charge of the Tshwane Metro Police, drew a blank, you know. But a few minutes earlier, we actually had him on air talking about this issue with a rival radio station.
All right, okay, listen, we'll leave it there for the time being, and hopefully we'll catch up with you a little bit later on when you actually arrive on the scene. That's Ofenste Setimo speaking to us on his way en route to what is believed to be some kind of altercation between taxi drivers and young boys described as Nyaope users. We'll have more for you a little bit later on.